So welcome everyone. Today I have Amy Tsai from Fit and Fierce Over 40 with us today. Hi, Amy.
Hi Jennifer.
And I'm so excited because, well, as you can tell, she's so bright and sunshiny. But Amy and I have been working together for a while now, and she made the transition from 25 years as a personal trainer, training clients in person, to moving over to an online membership, her Fit and Fierce Over 40, which you could see the logo in the background, which I love. Yeah, so good. So, Amy, bring us back to what made the switch to shift into this world?
Well, there was a couple of things that prompted me to shift, and one was making better use of my time because I was traveling a lot around the city. So for every hour of training, I was spending another hour, possibly even an hour and a half for every hour that I was working. So I wasn't making the best use of my time. And number two, I turned 50.
Can you believe she's 50, people? Like, oh my God. Amy's doing something really right, people. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, turning 50 was a big factor because I was teaching a lot of classes and training a lot of clients. And I knew that I was expending a lot of energy during my day. And it was literally like peaks and valleys. My energy would go up to teach my class and to train my clients. And then I'd come down. Then I go up and down and up and down. And it was very draining at 49, 50 years old.
Right. Okay.
And I knew that I wanted something that was more online because, you know, we're all online these days and you can see how businesses are flourishing and there's lots of opportunities there. And I felt like I could really help women more as a group versus just individual and having to drive out to help these women with their health and fitness issues.
Right. Awesome. And so, tell us what happened. So when we met, you said something interesting before we got on camera. Tell us about why you decided you wanted to work together.
Okay, so when I met Jennifer, I thought, okay, let's go for a coffee, and I wanted to hear what she has to say. And I've met a lot of coaches out there, and it never resonated. None of these people resonated with me, and it's not because I didn't believe in what they were doing. I just didn't connect with them. I actually didn't understand what they did for a business in terms of their coaching method. However, when I met Jennifer, the moment she started talking, my jaw was getting dropping. And I was like, oh my goodness, it's Jennifer that I need. It's this entrepreneurial marketing and business structure that I really, really needed. And I didn't know until it was in front of me. So I knew I needed help, but I didn't know exactly what it was, which is why when I met with all these other coaches and never resonated, I couldn't even ask them questions because it just wasn't a fit for me until I met Jennifer. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're the one that I'm looking for.
I think I now remember you saying that. Like, I didn't know it until you were, there. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it. And it was just like, as she was talking, my mouth was getting bigger. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is the person. Yeah. I was like, holy cow, right? So that was it. It was just one conversation.
Amazing. So what has happened? So a lot has changed since we met to now. You've done a lot.
I've done a lot. So I've changed my business name. I went from Quantum Physique to Fit and Fierce Over 40 because I wanted to work with women over 40 because as turning 50, I realized what some of the biggest issues we have for women over 40. And that's the reason why, because it resonates I resonate with women over 40 because I've already been through it myself.
Right.
Yeah. So I changed my name, changed my whole business model. I went from physical, running out, training clients and teaching classes to being more stationary and group coaching and more online presence.
Right. And you started an online membership.
And I started our online membership and I love it.
And you had your founding members launch.
That's right. I did in the beginning of December. I had my members launch and I was very happy with it.
Yes.
A cute little group happening.
Yes. And now you're moving on to having your next launch is coming up in a couple of months.
Yes, that's right. So we're building up for that. We're doing some marketing planning as well as some core content that I'm working on.
Yes. You're into growing your audience now because as someone who was more offline.
That's right.
And relationship based, now you've now you're going into the next big learning curve of building online.
That's right. And I'm really enjoying it. And the enjoyment is really the learning aspect of it and learning how to run the business and how to open the business. So It's very interesting. I do find it very, very interesting. And I do believe that there's a huge potential there for growth as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So take us to like when we were going along, was there a moment where you're like, oh my God, this is really working and this is happening like that?
Yes, it was, so we started in April and, Jennifer had me start right from the very beginning, had to go through my values, my mission statement and all that. And it was just, and the way Jennifer had me work was, it was very interesting because I kind of didn't know what she wanted me to do until I started doing the work. And I started to resonate in my head and my belief and how I feel about this whole new business model. And it was very interesting that way. So it got my belief in this business. It progressed with every task or project that Jennifer had me do. So by the time I was leading up to my launch, I was very, very excited about it.
Yeah. And to kudos to Amy, because you, Amy, like you took action, you did the work. Like I'd say you got to do this, you're like, okay.
It was like lockdown.
Yes, you went into CEO mindset and like.
That's right. And Jennifer gives amazing advice, and I feel like she really knows me and my business and what would work for me. And she was really at my back corner, like going, yes, Amy, you can do it.
Awesome.
And my husband's a marketer, so he's a sports marketer, but completely different. Where what's great about Jennifer is that she's an entrepreneurial marketer. So it really resonated with me as an entrepreneur. So it was a really good fit that way.
Yeah, because it is different. I mean, the fundamentals of marketing never changes, but how that shows up for a solopreneur who's their own brand and even building online specifically is different than when you're working with super large companies, for example.
Exactly.
It can be a bit different, and then just dealing with that as it comes. Yeah.
Yes. And, and having, lots of resources versus limited resources makes a big difference, right? Yes. Because my husband's been giving me advice for 10 years and I understood him, but I didn't really understand him. But Jennifer was able to break it down for me where it was more fitted for what I was doing as an entrepreneur.
Right. That makes sense. So tell us what life looks like now and what you're most excited for moving forward.
What I'm most excited about is, I would have to say almost every aspect of my business. I think servicing my members has been a lot of fun. I have a live online cooking class that we're all on Zoom. And we're cooking the same dish. And then we get to eat together and cook together. That's a lot of fun. We also have like monthly outdoor events that really to get people out and about and get people more physically active. That is fun and not grueling. And that's really the focus of Fit and Fierce, is really about having fun while you're doing your physical activities.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. So do you think you would have been able to do this without working together?
Absolutely not a chance. I'm talking 100%. Because I have to tell you, I get calls from other businesses like exercise platforms, like online exercise library platforms that have called me, getting me to buy their program, and I did buy it. And because I didn't have marketing to go with it, it didn't work out. And I was locked in for a whole year.
Right. Oh, wow.
I was locked in for 12 months.
Right.
And literally there was nothing I could do with it because I didn't have the knowledge base to promote it or to go about how to launching this sort of stuff. So right. It was absolutely zero. There was not a chance that I could have done this on my own.
So you even had tried kind of in the past.
I even have tried in the past.
Right.
And now I understand the difference between what I did and what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. And what do you think is the big difference?
It's 100% difference. It's like this night and day. There's no chance that I could have done this on my own.
Right. Okay. And so what advice would you give to someone who's thinking about working together?
I say, it's worth having a call with Jennifer and to see if it's a good fit. And it's really about being open to see what the possibilities are. I think that's the biggest step that you could take for yourself, instead of being closed off and opinionated without even giving yourself a chance to see what the possibilities are outside.
Yeah, the possibilities really do expand when you, I think, take that time, take the moment to invest in yourself and your business and your future. That's sort of like that, when you have that person on board who can really help move you forward, it just opens new doors.
Exactly. And, I've been in fitness industry for 25 years, and I've never invested in outside sources to help me with my business. So this is the first time that I've done it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was a real, and I was ready. And it's interesting is when you're ready, it actually falls on your lap.
Yes.
It literally felt like Jennifer fell on my lap. I was, Jennifer.
You're the one. Awesome. Okay. Well, Amy, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to come do this interview. And I'm super excited for you over the next couple of years. You have a really bright future in this new business that's an extension of what you've already been doing.
Yes.
And tell everybody where they can find you, because you have, if anyone is over 40 and wants to be fit and fierce, you are the one. So let them know where to find you.
Well, thank you. I'm at Fit and Fierce over 40 with a 40.com.
Right. And I'll link that up as well so people can find you.
Thank you.
Well, thanks, Amy. And congratulations on all your progress.
And thank you for all your help.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's very exciting watching it come to life, actually.
Yes.
Something and another. Anyways. All right. So thank you so much. And we'll see you guys next time.
Okay. Sounds good. Bye, everybody.
Bye.